3. Welcome here to Mission, Texas, and we are Real Sports Live coming to you from the home of the Lady Eagles as La Joya, the Lady Coyotes, come into town to take on the Lady Eagles in the first district game of District 31 6A. So strap up your seatbelts, have your popcorn ready because we are here at the top of the first. A clean slate as the Lady Coyotes are up first to bat. And it is going to be number 1, Harley Cerda, the first batter up here for the Lady Coyotes. And pitching is going to be the girl with the double zeros, Mickey Castillo. As we are all strapped up here, ready to go in the right field. Out in the right field, there's the first pitch, a swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. For the Lady Coyotes, as we get some things squared away as well. Here's pitch number 2. She's gonna move out of the way, and that's gonna be ball 1 and strike 1. That puts Cerda in a 1-1. That's going to be a foul ball out behind the away side dugout. So here we are. It's going to be a 1-2 count for Cerda. Harley Cerda coming in. For the Coyotes with a 1-2 count. Let's see if Castillo can put her back into the dugout. Swings low, and they're going to call her on and out. So that does it here. The first out of the game comes from Harley Cerda as Mickey Castillo throws a low one. She swings at it, and that brings up number 2, Brianna Salazar. We are set up in right field. Different angles we're trying here coming this 22 baseball or softball and baseball season. Here's Castillo with the first pitch to Salazar. That one's just a bit high. They're going to give her ball 1. On a windy Tuesday night here, currently 68 or 69 degrees, and the wind speed coming in pretty hard. The ball number 2, so a 2-0 count for Salazar now. As we get this squared away, screen froze just for a moment. And here we are back. Here's pitch number 3. Salazar is going to look that one all the way through, and it's going to be strike number 1 for Brianna Salazar. It's going to be winds of about 17 miles an hour here going northwest. And the batters are going north, or the field is facing a bit north. So we might see one pop out of here, see if anyone can get it to go through. It's going to be a 2-2 count now for Salazar. See if Castillo can get her second strikeout here. Here in the top of the first. She gets that one to go. They race for it, and they're going to call it a foul ball. So they're going to keep it at a 2-2 count. Still 1 out on the board. No runners on. This is a district ball game, so they're going to, I guess District 31 6A starting off a little bit differently. They started, I know Mission a game last week against Westaco. They ended up winning that one, I believe, 9-0, or 9-3. Excuse me, 9 runs to 3 runs. And here is Castillo with a 2-2 count on Salazar. Swing and a miss, and there is strike number 3. So out 2 it goes, and coming on the third batter is going to be number 22, Lila Vega. All her teammates of Castillo go up to the circle, congratulate her. And now Layla Vega is up to bat with 2 outs, no runners on, so she has no help. She's got to do this all by herself here. Here's the first pitch from Castillo. Sends that one a little bit to the right side. It's going to be ball 1 for Vega. Here's the second pitch. And we're going to get strike 1 following ball 1. So 1-1 count now. Castillo pitches it over. A swing and a miss gives Vega strike number 2 and puts the Lady Coyotes in a bind here at the top of the first. Their first batter's up, and right now they've got 2 outs and they are potentially looking for a third one, is what Castillo is hoping for. And there's Vega. She calls for a little bit of time. She wants to regroup her swing, get everything going, and here she goes. Castillo steps up in the circle with a 1-2 count on Vega. Vega lets that one slide too. It's going to be ball number 2. So a 2-2 count now for the Lady Coyotes, specifically Layla Vega, and only 2 outs. Softball season is here. Baseball season's right around the corner. Starts next week. We're going to have coverage for you on that as well. So just stay tuned. It is opening day as Vega swings that one, fouls it right back the fence, and it's going to stay at a 2-2 count with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No runners on for the Lady Coyotes. Baseball season starts next week, so stay tuned. Get your popcorn ready for that. We have a lot of interesting things we are going to be doing for this baseball season. As you know, softball season is here. Today is our opening day. If you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, any of our social medias, you'd know we posted our little opening day slate. So if you don't follow us on there yet, and go follow us, as we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you go give us a follow there. Like us up, share with your friends, your family members, as Castillo throws one, and it's going to be ball number 3. So a full count for Layla Vega. See what she can do as she steps back into the plate. Do you trust the umpire? Do you trust your gut and the pitcher? Swing and a miss. That does it. Strike number 3 and out number 3. That's Castillo with 3 outs in a row, no hits on. And that takes us to the bottom of the first. We're going to be back after this, after both teams get their warm-ups, switch sides here on Real Sports Live. So stay tuned, stay with us.
Look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K 3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Highland South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
And welcome back here to the bottom of the first. Quick commercial break as both teams had the opportunity to get some warm-up swings if you're the Lady Eagles and loosen up that arm here. We are on a chilly Tuesday night here in the Rio Grande Valley in Mission, Texas. It is going to be number 34. The pitcher for the Lady Coyotes, Arlette Hernandez, as the Lady Coyotes gather up in the circle. The outfielders gather up at center field. And then you got the first batter up for the Lady Eagles. It's going to be number 4, Miranda Garcia. And we just wait for that truck right behind the stadium to shut their lights off. But umpires aren't going to be too worried about that. It does block our view, but we got you for the play-by-play action. There's Hernandez. The first pitch to Garcia is going to be a ball. So she starts off with a 1-0 count here in the bottom of the first. Wind starts to pick up just a moment, or just a little bit. There is Hernandez with the second pitch to Garcia. That's going to be strike one. So Garcia is facing a 1-1 count. I want to give a quick shout out to Mission ISD for the hospitality here. They got us everything we asked for, everything we needed to set up and bring you this broadcast. So we want to give a shout out to them. It's a 1-2 count now for Garcia. There's Hernandez with the pitch, a bit high. Garcia ducks down low, and it's going to be ball 2. There's the pitch. It's going to be right down the center, and it's going to send Garcia back to the dugout. And it's going to bring up out number 1 for the Lady Eagles. This is the Lady Coyotes' first game. Well, they've been scrimmaging each other for the longest time, and now they are finally getting some action, and it's going to be district. They didn't have no non-district opponent like the Lady Eagles had, as Mickey Castillo, the pitcher, already 3 outs in this game. She's at the plate now hoping to get on base. The first pitch from Hernandez is going to be strike 1 for Castillo. On deck is number 14, Ana Rivera. She's next up to bat here for the Lady Eagles. There's the pitch from Hernandez. A swing and a miss gives Castillo strike number 2. Still a 0-0 ball game here. No runs. Nobody's gone on first either. The 2 elite pitchers. Here's Hernandez. A swing and a miss. Castillo goes back to the dugout as well. Teammates on the infield congratulate her. And now Ana Rivera is stepping up, hopeful to at least get on first base, get walked, get a hit off. Either way, if she does that, it's going to be number 12, Azanet Flores, up next for the Lady Eagles. But right now, it's Ana Rivera facing the same thing that the Lady Coyotes face, the same situation on their third batter, and that first pitch is going to be ball number 1. Here's the second pitch from Hernandez to Rivera. She thinks about it, and it's going to be strike 1. The umpire flashes it up just a little late, but he got it nonetheless. Rivera went to go yard on that one, but she swung and missed it. And that's strike number 2. One more, and she goes back to the dugout. We go to the top of the second, but let's see what Hernandez has in store. Here's the pitch. That one goes off the glove of the catcher for the Lady Coyotes. It's number 22, Lila Vega, catching. That one just missed her. That puts ball 2 on the board. So once again, in the same situation, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Eagles this time. Ducks low. It's going to be ball 3 and a full count for Ana Rivera. Number 14 for the Lady Eagles. Hits that one off, a foul ball, but we stay at a 3-2 count. Full count. Rivera gets the pitch, swings that one, another foul ball. She's making contact, just not the contact she'd want, but nonetheless, she still has more opportunities to stay at the plate and try and hit one either in the infield or right through a gap. We'll see what she could do here on this next pitch from Hernandez. Pitch is away. That one's low, and it's going to be ball 4. So Rivera gets the walk to first, and our runners are on the base now. It's going to be still 2 outs. There's Rivera on your screen right now, and the walk-up song for Azanet Flores as she steps to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Number 12, Azanet Flores.
Flores takes the first pitch. And now we got some action now. Rivera thinking about stealing second. She thinks twice about it, as Vega was quick to throw it, ready to throw it. Here's Hernandez on the second pitch to Flores. And once again, the same thing. That is strike number 1. They're trading balls, they're trading strikes. It's a 1-1 count with 2 outs here for Azanet Flores with a runner on first. No runs have been brought in to home plate, and things might change here in this inning. A slow pitch, it's going to be strike 2. On first. Hernandez pitches it off. A swing and a miss is going to be strike 3 and out number 3 as well. So that does it here for the first inning. No runners in, still 0-0. But the Lady Eagles were first to get a runner on bases. So we'll be back with the top of the second here in just a moment on Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And we're back here top of the second. Leading off for the Lady Coyotes is Leilai Alanis. First pitch to her was a strike. We were stuck in a commercial break as the second one goes on a foul ball and it puts another strike on the board. So she's starting off with a 0-2 count here in this one, the top of the second. Let's see what she can do here on this third pitch. Swing and a miss. She's going to be out on strike number 3. And that brings up out number 1 for the Lady Coyotes. Here. One. Lady. A little bit of audio issues. We got it squared away. It's an 0-2 count here for Hernandez as she steps back up to the plate after a couple practice swings to see her there. Going to the progressions. And Mickey Castillo looking for strikeout number 5 of the game for her so far. Let's see what she could do here. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. That does it for strike number 3 and out number 2. For the Lady Coyotes, Castillo greeted by the infield of her teammates. The outfield's loving it. They got to work so much. Just wait till one gets out into the area. We'll see how they react to it. It's going to be number 10, Natalie Ochoa. As Ochoa goes, talks to the her third base coach. Quick tips. Calls the time real quick. So 2 outs here for the Lady Coyotes. No one has runners on, as you can see as it reflects on the scoreboard. If you're not watching the game and you're just watching audio, let's say you're on the road, you're driving, you're trying to catch up to the game, you're just driving by and not driving by. Let's say you're driving somewhere, you're getting out of work late, whatever have you be doing here on this Tuesday afternoon. You just listen to the audio. Well, no runners on. It's a clean slate here for Ochoa. She has 2 outs to work with, and Castillo sends that pitch off. It goes just outside the batter's box, and it's going to bring up ball number 1. First pitch was a ball to Ochoa. Here's pitch number 2 from Castillo. She winds it up, sends it off, and she sends one straight it up to the second baseman, I believe, and it is going to be out number 1 on an infield fly. Or excuse me, that's out number 3. That does it here for the top of the second. All 3 outs have been sent, but that's the first time we have a pitcher, get some contact on the ball and at least get it between the field of play, not the foul line. So that's a good sight to see. As we head to the bottom of the second, we'll be back in just a moment here on Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Vida, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
And welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Here we are, bottom of the second. No runs have been scored yet. And it is the Lady Eagles' turn to get an opportunity at, bringing one in. First up to bat is going to be number 7, Leanne Molina. As the umpire cleans the plate real quick. And the Lady Coyotes infield and outfield gathers together. Quick game plan scheme. Let's see what they figure out. And now we are getting things started here. It's Leanne Molina, the left-handed batter. Getting ready to get the Lady Eagles on top, give a little spark to the flame here. She thinks about bunting it, but it's going to be right back to the pitcher. It's going to bring up strike number 1. It's Hernandez still in the circle pitching off here. She sends the second one. That one's way over the head of her catcher and the batter. Puts a 1-1 count up for Molina. And there goes ball number 2, a 2-1 count. Here's Molina with the 4th pitch from Hernandez. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike number 2. Fully committed on that last swing. Would have been nice if she got one out. So now a 2-2 count. No outs. Molina's the first batter up here in the bottom of the second. She gets the pitch, thinks about it, and there's strike number 3 as she goes back to the dugout. It's going to bring on number 3, Maria Abrego.
Now batting for the Eagles is number 3, Maria Abrego.
Abrego waiting the first pitch from Hernandez. She gets that one going, fully committed. Swing and a miss is going to be strike number 1 for the Lady Eagles. And Abrego. There's a second one. Just thought about bunting that one as well. Just going to bring up strike 2. Here's Abrego with an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. That does it for out number 2 and strike number 3 here. As Hernandez and Castillo been on fire. No runs, only 1 hit. And it was Hernandez who ended up walking some of the first. That's the only runner that's been on ever since. Up next is going to be number 1, Sammy Rodriguez.
Batting for the Eagles is number 1, Sammy Rodriguez.
Rodriguez gets the first pitch. It's going to be ball number 1. She's working with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Second pitch, she gets one off straight to the fence behind her. It's going to be a foul ball and strike number 1. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. And Rodriguez gathers her thoughts, gathers everything ready as she awaits the next pitch with a 1-2 count here. That's a swing and a miss. That is it for strike number 3 and out number 3 as we head to the top of the third. Here on Real Sports Live, no runners on, still a 0-0 score. And we will see you in just a moment here as the Lady Coyotes are back up at the plate here on Real Sports Live.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have?
And we are back here. Top of the third is going to be number 11, Miranda Flores and Mickey Castillo. In the circle, getting ready to wind up for the first pitch of the third inning. And that one's going to be just inside the strike zone for strike number 1. Here's the second pitch from Castillo to Flores. Swing and a miss as she fully committed on that one. It's going to be strike number 2 as Flores is now faced with an 0-2 count here. At the top of the third, Castillo's looking for out number 1. Has yet to allow any hits. As she gets one off straight to the second, or the shortstop. It goes all the way to center field, and it's going to be Flores who gets on first base. And now we have runners on, and the action starts here in the third. You see her there high-fiving her coach. Let's take a look at the instant replay. That's the full screen instant replay. gets it straight over there, and she gets to first base with ease. Now up next to bat with a runner on first is going to be number 7, Janely Rodriguez. We reset the strike count. No strikes, no outs, a runner on first. And Rodriguez is in good company here. The runner on first. An opportunity to advance runners here as well. Castillo's perfect pitch game so far has been spoiled. And here's the second pitch to her. It's going to be a 1-1 count with the swing and a miss there. So Flores on first, Rodriguez at the home plate with a 1-1 count, no outs. And here comes the third pitch. She's going to bunt that one off. She's going to race to first as they bring everyone back. I believe it didn't even get past the white line or wherever they call it, or whatever they use as a marker down there, the umpire knows. It's going to be strike number 2. Lady Eagles got away with a close one there as Rodriguez sets back up at home plate with a 1-2 count. Sends another one off, a swing and a miss, does it for strike number 3 and out number 1. As Rodriguez goes back to the dugout, it's going to bring on number 9, Julissa Veloz.
Now batting number 9, Julissa Veloz.
Veloz still working with the runner on first, but she has 1 out to work with as well. Here's the first pitch from Castillo to Veloz, a swing and a miss. It's going to be strike number 1. Here's Castillo on the second pitch. 0-1 count for Veloz. Looking for the bunt as she races back. And they're going to say Flores is okay. As she tries to advance to first, or to second, she's able to get back to first in time. And it's going to be still an 0-1 count. Actually an 0-2 count. That was a missed bunt. Swing and a miss right there for strike number 3 and out number 2. It's Miranda Flores, the lonesome on base, as she bats up her, or claps up her teammate as we head back to the top of the lineup with Harley Cerda. Say, hey, come on, Harley, bring me back up. And there's the coach calling for a quick time. They go talk to each other at the third, or from third to home with that line over there. And they're going to see what's going on, what they can do differently, what they can work on. They have 2 outs, a runner on first, and an opportunity here to at least advance some runners. Anything's possible, especially with outs here. If Cerda can get 1 out, the ballpark, it's going to put the Lady Coyotes 2 runs to none. So we'll see what Cerda can do. She struck out in her first at-bat. And here she is at her second. With the first pitch from Castillo, clean count, runner on first. Here's Cerda. Gets one off, fouls it over the fence. That's behind her. It's going to be strike number 1. A couple of other softball games we have going on today. As there's Cerda, sends one off. Second base, couldn't get it. And she gets a runner to advance to second and herself at first. And there is Harley Cerda. We're talking about her at least getting one to go. It doesn't matter where it was at as long as she gets a good hit off. And here's the instant replay. See, I want to go. It made Flores stop in her tracks real quick, but the left fielder able to pick it up and get it to third. Puts us here in this situation with a runner on first and second. No strikes, still 2 outs. And it is Brianna Salazar, 0 for 1 right now at the plate. Her second opportunity here, has an opportunity to change some things up as she sends one straight to the center of the strike zone. I believe it's going to be strike number 1. There's another one. That's ball 1. So a 2-0 count for Salazar. That last pitch right there gave her strike number 1, so now a 2-1 count. 2 outs, runner on first and second. It's Brianna Salazar. She has Cerda on first and Flores on second. 2-1 count. Thinks about the pitch. It's going to be strike number 2. So 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. And there is ball number 3. So now Salazar in a full count with 2 outs and 2 runners on has an opportunity here to either send everyone back to the dugout, bring on the Lady Eagles, or advance a couple of runners. Here's the most important pitch of her life. Swing and a miss. That does it for strike number 3. And all runners go back as the Lady Coyotes were able to get runners on, but now they're all off. Lady Eagles on the plate next. We'll be back after this here on Real Sports Live.
Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rolando Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Retos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And we're back here, bottom of the third. Mission High School, home of the Lady Eagles, as they are up next to bat. Lady Coyotes meet in the middle. You see them there on your screen. And here are the Lady Eagles. Runners able to get on first and second in the last, or the top of the third for the Lady Coyotes. Now the Lady Eagles want to answer back with some runs and some bats. stepping up to the plate. She's the first at-bat here in the third inning for the Lady Eagles. That's going to bring up strike number 1 with the first pitch. She gets one off, but right back to the fence is going to be strike number 2. She starts off with an 0-2 count. Arlette Hernandez so far, the pitcher for the Lady Coyotes, pitching the perfect game. As Lady Eagles want to switch that up, that's going to be strike number 3 and out number 1 for the Lady Eagles as they start off the third inning. It's going to bring up number... it's hard to see from out here, so wait for the PA announcer to let us know who. It's going to be number 13, Kiki Gomez. I believe she's last on the lineup. And then after her, we're going to be back to the top of the lineup. Just got to wait and see. Here we are. Hernandez, the first pitch to Kiki Gomez. She's going to think about the finger on it. For going to be strike number 2. She starts off. And that will be number was a third out. They all start rushing to the far. That happened to be good for ball 1. And that's going to be a foul ball. It's going to bring up strike number 1 there. Count for Garcia. Trying to get something going here. Let's see what she can do on this next pitch. The third pitch from Hernandez. That one goes a swing and a miss, and that is strike number 2. So now Hernandez really trying to focus on this next pitch, looking for the third strike, and that will give her the third out. We'll see what she can do here. She winds it up in her own glove, and now she steps up to the plate. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be low, but in the strike zone for strike number 3. And Hernandez gets them all out in a row. And now the Lady Eagles are back up defending, and the Lady Coyotes are going to be at the plate next. Be back here on Real Sports Live with the top of the 4th in just a moment.
To 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
Plan your.
And we're back here on Real Sports Live. Top of the fourth, Lady Coyotes are back in the batter's plate. It's Lila Vega. Vega 0 for 1 at the plate so far. And here's Castillo trying to keep this streak alive without letting runners come in. She gets the first pitch off. And that's going to be right in the strike zone for strike number 1. Off. And now the Vega, to be exact, here in trouble with an 0-2 count. She's the first. The sweet spot that's going to make Vega. Go. Top of the fourth.
Now batting number 19.
Ayaeli. Alanis. He waits the first pitch. She sends one up. 2. The dugout of the Lady Coyotes. As district in 9. Coyotes, this is their first game. Here's the second pitch. One's going to be right. So an 0-2 count here for that one's too high for the number 2. Or so ball number 1 is going to be a 1-2 count, excuse me. 1 out, no runners on for Alanis. Here's Castillo, the pitch. She gets that one off, another foul ball. We keep it at a 1-2 count. Alanis stepping back up to the plate with a 1-2 count. Foul balls are going to be her best friend as nobody runs up and catches them. But she sends one straight towards left field. It's going, and hits the fence. Center fielder, left and right fielder can't catch it. Alanis Rounds first, gets to second. And what a swing and a hit right there as we look at the instant replay. That one goes all the way, almost gets out of the fence, but the center field couldn't come. And there's Alanis on second. So runners on bases now, still only one out for the Lady Coyotes. It is Arlette Hernandez, the pitcher. To see what she can do here. As the wind starts to pick up a bit, it would have been nice when Alanis was batting at this little wind speed that's coming at us right now. Probably would have gone out the park as the flag is blowing like it wants to blow away. Holding it down is the rope tied to the pole. There's Hernandez. First pitch to her is going to be ball number 1. Lady Coyotes, only the ones that can get some runners on, as there goes another one that's popping it up straight to the first baseman as she catches that one. Swinging it out to third, and the double play is completed. What a play right there for the Lady Eagles, and that is out number 3. They celebrate, and why not? Here's an instant replay of that one. They pop it up. The first baseman catches it, swings it all the way across the diamond. There's a third base coach saying he's safe, but the umpire says differently. And wow, what a play right there for the Lady Eagles, as that sends us to the bottom of the 4th here on a Real Sports Live. Be back with you in just a moment.
Bay or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And we're back here with the bottom of the 4th. Here's the instant replay one more time for you, just in case you missed it on the Lady Eagles defense, on how they worked at the first base, and slides over right to the dugout and swings it all the way across the field to third base. A low pitch or a low throw, but they were able to come up with it, get out number 3 on the double play. And now the Lady Eagles are back up to the plate. The pitcher, 00, Mickey Castillo, is going to be at the plate. Going to start her off with a 0-1 count. The wind starts to pick up just a bit there. Trying our best to block it as Castillo sends one. The cage, I guess you could say, right behind all the fans, is going to be strike number 2. On deck is going to be number 14, Ana Rivera. She steps back up to the plate with an 0-2 count. Hits the fence. Ready to go back up next to the plate. There's Castillo. Waiting the pitch from Hernandez. Swing and a miss as she fully commits to it. And it's going to be out number 1, strike number 3 there. So Castillo goes back to the dugout, and Rivera, Ana Rivera, is back up to the plate for the Lady. If y'all are just watching this game, we do have a series of games going on around the valley as well that we are covering. As Rivera starts off with an 0-1 count.
Batting for the Eagles is number 14, Ana Rivera.
There's the second pitch to her. That's strike number 2. 0-2 count for Rivera here. 1 out she's working with. We do have some boys basketball going on. Edinburgh North at Mission. That's literally right in the same area that we are in. As Rivera gets one off straight to the shortstop. Races the first. Can't get that one to go. They send her to second. She gets waved to second. But it's going to be the ball that stops her right there. We'll see what happens, or what happened here. As I believe they're going to blame the fence on opening up. But they're going to send better chill there at second base. As they have runners on, they reset the count. Only 1 out. And a runner.
Now batting for the Eagles is number 12.
There's Rivera on your screen right there. And it's going to be Azanet. Second. Only 1 out. And the Lady Eagles right now in better shape. Here we are. It's going to be as the second pitch is on its way. Rivera goes to steal. Excuse me, for Rivera. And now here comes the quick time for the Lady Coyote. With you on there. There's a coach walking up to the circle. Everyone's gathered together. And discusses. Everyone's well aware of what's going on. Hernandez doesn't want another. Well, she's in position to do just that with a 2-0. Flores. So we do have a couple of games going back on. Is Edinburgh North at Mission. North leads 7-4. We do have the ball number 3. So the Lady starting to make some noise, starting. We'll see what Arlette Hernandez can. Flores, she just needs a base hit. runs will be brought in as that brings up now. Kind of hardest to see what she can do. Waiting for the pitch. There's Hernandez. And now Flores is out and a runner on third base. Leanne strike. The Lady Eagles, as the count resets, it's going to bring on Leanne Molina with a runner on.
Now batting for the Eagles is number 7, Leanne Molina.
Molina gets the first pitch. Swing check. They're going to call it a strike. We do have some there, and that does it.
Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach.
And we're back here, top of the fifth, Real Sports Live coming to you. 0-1 count as strike number one goes for the Lady Coyotes. Wind starting to pick up just a little bit here as the umpire runs to fix the fence. As we correct that there are runners on, there's no runners on. So it's an 0-1 count. to third base, and they're going to call it a foul ball. That's number 10, Natalie Ochoa. There. And here's the next pitch. That's strike number 3, and Ochoa goes straight to the dugout. And on comes number 11, Miranda Flores. Miranda Flores comes out with 1 out, no runners on, as we head to the top. And no runners have been brought into the home plate, including right here at the top of the 5th. They are the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th inning left. And if not, then we go to extra innings. But right now, it's Castillo getting ready for Miranda Flores. She was the first Lady Coyote to get on bases. She made it to second, but that was as far as back to the dugout, and the inning ended there. Castillo on the pitch. Going out of the park, but the opposite way. It's going to be strike number 1. Try and fix our audio issues for you. It's going to be a 1-2 count now for Flores. We're going to try and get that squared away as quick as possible. Castillo with a 1-2 count on Flores. We'll see what she can do here on this next pitch. One more strike right down the middle, and that's going to be out number 2 for the Lady Coyotes. Here's the pitch, winding up. It goes, and Flores commits to it all the way as she gets strike number 2, or strike number 3 and out number 2. So now 2 strikeouts for the Lady Coyotes, and it's Janelli Rodriguez, number 7, up next at the plate. And Castillo looking for this perfect inning to end here on another strikeout. If not, well, her teammates on the infield and outfield could help her out with another out there. They did it before, they can do it again. That's a swing and a foul ball. So it brings up strike number 1 for number 7, Rodriguez. And it is a packed house. You can see it right there, a couple of empty seats, but everyone's here to watch the girls play and to root on their Eagles. And the Lady Coyotes, well, they made La Joya made the trip over as well. You got some parents in the stands on the left side. You can't really see them, but you can see them right here past the dugout. You got extended seating all the way around the softball field. It's a 1-1 count, and that low, but it's going to be in the strike zone for strike 2 count for Janelli Rodriguez. And Castillo has an opportunity here. She did the same thing to Flores. We'll see what she could do just before Rodriguez with a 1-2 count. Let's see what she can do here. The pitch just a bit high. Catcher has to stand up for it. It'll be ball number outs. Castillo looking for that next pitch. Rodriguez waiting for the pitch with her name on it, and there it is. It goes straight to left field, right into the glove of the Lady Eagles, number 7, Leanne Molina. She's playing left field. As we take a look at the replay, give it to you full screen. It's the right one. Just count. Real Sport.
Are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And we're back here, bottom of the fifth. Lady Eagles up next at the plate. As you saw it there right before we went to the break, the instant replay of Molina getting it right to her.
Number 3.
At the plate for the Lady Eagles, still pitching is Hernandez, Arlette Hernandez to be exact. Here is Abrego with the first. It's going to be low and slow for ball number 1. And there comes Lady Eagles. Abrego working with a 1-1 count here. Hernandez, the next pitch is off. That one goes straight back for a foul ball, and it's going to be strike number 2. So now a 1-2 count for Abrego. No runners have been brought in. Still 0-0. We are at the bottom of the 5th. After this, we are going to the 6th. And scoreboard right behind us, it says there are 7 innings here in the game of softball. So if that is the case, then we might have to head into extra innings. But that's going to be strike number 3 and out number 1 for the Lady Eagles as they bring on Sammy Rodriguez. The plate for Mission High School.
Now batting for the Eagles is number 1, Sammy Rodriguez.
Rodriguez facing Hernandez again for the second time. Count here. As she's going to bunt that one off. Third baseman steps up quick right to first base, and they're going to call her safe. As we get a judgment call on that of ourselves, we look at the instant replay. There's Rodriguez bunting it off. She loses her step or she loses the catch. That is number That's number 8 at first base for the Lady Coyotes. Not able to get one off, and there's another bunt. Right to first base once again. She gets this one to go quickly. And that is going to be out number out number 2. But a nice little sacrifice bunt there from Natalie Garcia puts a runner on second base for the Lady Eagles, and they still have opportunities here. 2 outs, but up next to bat and warming up her swing, as you see her there on your screen, is number 13, Kiki Gomez. Circle, talk some things over about the strategy coming up next and what Hernandez has left in the hat for what she got in her bag of tricks, what she can do here in this next couple pitches. We'll see what the team discussed. All the infielders together, the outfield spreads out. 2 outs for the Eagles. And it's actually number 11, Bailey Hernandez, stepping in to bat here. She's working with 2 outs and a run. That runner is number 1, Sammy Rodriguez. As she steps up to the plate. A couple more warm-up swings. So we had 2 bunts back-to-back. The last one that we just saw was a sacrifice bunt. It got Rodriguez to number 11, working with some magic here. Let's see what she can do for a team at this moment in time. There's Natalie Hernandez, I believe. Excuse me, Arlette Hernandez with a pitch. It's going to be ball number 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. So Hernandez is facing off with each other, the batter and the pitcher. Here's the second pitch with a 1-0 count, 2 outs. Runner on second, swing and a miss. That's strike number 1. As they try to get out Rodriguez here at second. Didn't work in their favor, but Bailey Hernandez with a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Here at the bottom of the 5th, they want to put some points on the board. They want to put it on now. They're going to give her ball number 2, as that was just outside the strike zone, so a 2-1 count now. Here in the District 31 6A, 2 balls, 1 strike. Bailey Hernandez's first at-bat for the Lady Eagles with a runner on second. That pitch is low once again, and she gets ball number 3. An opportunity here for Arlette Hernandez, the pitcher for the Lady Coyotes. That ball just rolls off the finger a wrong way. She can't get it to go right down the middle. It's going to be ball number 4, and Hernandez goes straight to first base. She has here to work with. Back to first, and it is going to be out number 3. And that does it here for the 5th inning. Still no runs have been brought in, but runners have been advancing from first to second, and only one person has got on third, or one team has been on third base, and that's the Lady Eagles. The Lady Coyotes tried getting there, but the double play didn't work in their favor. We'll be back with the top of the 6th here in just a moment on Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Vida, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Top of the 6th. Lady Coyotes. Julissa Velos at the plate for the Lady Coyotes, starting off the 6th inning for us right here. Still a 0-0 ball game. No runs have been brought in, but Velos takes the pitch. It's going to be high off the strike zone, and it's going to be ball number 1. Mickey Castillo, the pitcher, she's still in the ring for the Lady Eagles. Pitched the game so far that she can't be mad at. Let on a couple of runners on first and second. Have had her back along the way, so there goes strike number 1 for Velos, a 1-1 count. Here we are, top of the 6th, 1-1 count. Julissa Velos sends one high off, and And it's going to be ball number 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike. So softball and baseball, the relaxing games of the season. We do have track going on. We're going to try and get some coverage of that. We are switching into softball and baseball mode here on Real Sports Live. But coming in April, stay tuned. We do have a special treat for all of our fans. If you're in the South Padre Island area, keep your ears peeled. We're going to have some news very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. It's a 2-2 count for Veloz. And she swings that one off, and she fouls it off, but we stay at a 2-2 count. So it is going to be a basketball based. So just stay tuned, because that will be a 3-day coverage. Here we are, 2-2 count for Julissa Veloz. Here comes the pitch from Castillo, and that one fouls off once again. We keep it at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nothing has changed. Everything stays the same. On the pinch count, that is, only. So game time, at the start of game time, it was 69 degrees. Right now, we are looking at another foul ball, of course, on your screen, but in degrees wise, it is 66 now, dropped 3 degrees. Wind speed is dropped by 3, so 17 miles an hour is what we were at the top of the first with the first pitch. Now we're at 14 miles an hour wind speed. Still in the same direction, but a little more west. Here it is, 2-2 count. Castillo sends that one off, and into the strike zone it goes for strike number 3 and out number 1 for Julissa Veloz. Now we restart it up back to the top of the lineup for the Lady Coyotes. It's going to be Harley Cerda. As that at bat felt like it took forever, but no, it did not. We are still here, still alive, still well. Now Harley Cerda is at the plate for the Lady Coyotes. Able to advance a couple runners the last time she was there, but not able to bring him into the homeland, the promised land. So it still reflects on the scoreboard. It is 0-0. We do have PSG North at Edinburgh Villa. That is also live. PSG North leads 6-1 in the bottom of the third. The reason they're so behind is they had a power outage right before the game started. So you see, if you have time, if you want to go check out the Edinburgh Villa game for a moment, well, you can go. It is on our live, and then you can come back to us as Castillo sends off another one. That's going to be ball 1, so a 1-1 count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. It is the bottom of the third right now for the Edinburgh Villa Mission game. Edinburgh North is leading 6-1. They're up to bat as we speak. We do have the Mission boys and Edinburgh North boys. That basketball is going on right next to us, We're here at the high school, at Mission High School. And they're in the main gym. Edinburgh North leads 38-23 in that game. And here we are. Cerda sends one off straight to center field. Looks back, stays at first. And a nice hit as we take a look at the replay. That's not the right replay. Here's the right replay. There's Cerda sending that one off to center field. A quick turnaround and straight to second they go. That decides to stay at first base. So runners on, still one out. Cerda looking to steal, but right now it is Brianna Salazar at the plate for the Lady Coyotes. Castillo still pitching. She's still in the circle there. She sends one off. A foul ball puts Salazar in a 1-1 count. So the first pitch was a ball. The second one's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 runner on first base here for the Lady Coyotes. At the top of the 6th. There's the next pitch. She bunts it off. Tries to stay between the lines, but they call a foul ball. And that one goes into the favor of the Lady Eagles, as they're going to call that a foul ball and strike number 2. Salazar goes back to the plate. And I believe they're going to... And I believe Cerda has to come back from third all the way to second as well. You see her there on your screen. She's walking back, taking her sweet time. So we stay at a 1-2 count. Cerda still at first, and Salazar is back at the home plate, awaiting the next pitch from Mickey Castillo. Hopeful not to be an out, because that will give the Lady Coyotes their second of the inning. But here's the pitch. Mickey Castillo to Brianna Salazar. She winds up, sends that one off. It's going to be out of the strike zone, and it'll bring up ball number 2. 2-2 count for Salazar now. Sits one off. Foul ball once again. We keep it. Salazar getting some warm-up pitches right there, or warm-up swings, with a 2-2 count, 1 out. She awaits the next pitch from Castillo, and here it comes. That's going to be strike number 3, as she thought it was an out. And they say Cerda safe at first. So that's going to do it. Out number 2. And we just got word that the lights went out again at Edinburgh Vela. So if you're watching that game, if you're tuning in that game, welcome. 2 outs, runner on first still. It's going to be Layla Vega up next for the Lady Coyotes. You see her there right on top of the second base score animation on the scoreboard. She's talking to her coach. Now she's coming back to home plate. So if you're just tuning in from the Edinburgh Vela game, because the lights went out again, well, you're in here for a treat. We're at the top of the 6th, still 0-0 ball game. No runs have been scored. 2 outs for the Lady Coyotes, and Layla Vega is at the plate with a clean slate as the first pitch goes, and it's going to be strike number 1. A 1 count now for Vega. She gets one. That's going to be a foul ball. Make that a 0-2 count with a runner on and 2 outs. A lot of foul balls. That's gone out right behind the press box. I don't know who's out there fetching all those balls. Here we go, an 0-2 count. Vega, Castillo. Give her ball number 1. Now a 1-2 count for Vega. She gets ready. 1-2 count. Castillo winds up. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3, and that does it for the top of the 6th, as the Lady Eagles keep it at 0, and they look to tack on some more, at least to tack on some on their side of the scoreboard. We'll see you in just a moment here on Real Sports Live with the bottom, as the Lady Eagles are up next at the plate.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Via, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing,
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. All right, trying to square away our audio issues here. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That was out number 1 for the Lady Eagles. And now Mickey Castillo's back on to bat. As she gets strike number 1 thrown to her. She's with 1 out, no runners on. There's an 0-1 count. Castillo gets it from Hernandez, thinks about it. And it's going to be right in the strike zone for strike number 2. So an 0-2 count now, bottom of the 6th. And Hernandez gets the next one off. A foul ball. They keep it at 0-2. Oh, 2 count. Hernandez looking for strike number 3 here. Can she get it? Swings down, 1 go. Check swing, too high. And they got to check the fire, and he says that she's good for ball 1. So now it's a 1-2 count here. For the Lady Eagles and Mickey Castillo to be exact. There she goes. That one's low. And ball number 2 follows. 2 balls in a row. So 2-2 count now for Castillo. As Hernandez winds up once again, gets that one off. Straight to the shortstop, and it's going to be out number 2. And the at the replay for you. There's the instant replay. Straight to the shortstop. And ball number 1. And the second one follows. Here's Hernandez winding up. That's going to be high for ball number 2. As it bottom of the 6th here. But it is the district. Wind. Hernandez winds up. Or the home fans it goes. 2-2 count now. We'll see what she gets on this next pitch. Baseball players are here. She gets that one, missed second. The left fielder can't field it correctly, and she gets sets for Mission, but we put 1 runner on first here on our scoreboard. And the Lady Eagles are that much closer to at least getting the innings expired. At the plate is number 12. Azanet Flores. Flores working with clean slate, clean count. She fouls one off there. Hits the top of the batting cages. It's going to be strike number 1. So she starts off 0-1 with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Now the umpire slides fresh ball from his pocket. And she gets ready to send it off to Flores with an 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, or strike 2, excuse me. 0-2 now. Flores, 0-2 count, swing and a miss, strike number 3, and that does it for the 6th inning. As Hernandez still perfect. No runners have been brought in. As the Lady Eagles are up next at the plate after this. Here at the top, or excuse me, the Lady Coyotes up next at the plate here after this. As we go to the top of the 7th, Real Sports Live.
Book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rolando Vegas, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're those Red Nose Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And we are back here, top of the 7th. Lady Coyotes stepping up to the plate. Our Lady Eagles getting some final discussions in just before they disperse into their respected areas. It is still 0-0 on the scoreboard, but right now the Lady Coyotes can switch some things around as the Lady Eagles have the final say at the bottom of the 7th.
Lead off top of the 7th inning for the Lady Coyotes, number 19.
It's Alanis at the plate. She gets a swing and a miss on the first pitch from Castillo. And she starts off with an 0-1 count. Starts to get a little bit colder here. Still 66, but the wind speed has picked up just a bit. Here's Castillo, second pitch. Alanis gets one off straight to the shortstop. Can she make it a first in time? Umpire says she's safe. And that puts a runner on first for the Lady Coyotes as they look to at least bring some into the home. Is the pitcher Arlette Hernandez. Castillo and Hernandez. That's going to be a ball 1. As Arlette Hernandez working with good company here for her Lady Coyotes. A runner on first, no outs. Not much to worry about. She starts it off with a 1-0 count. Here's the second pitch. That's going to be straight For strike number 1, so it's going to be 1-1 now. That one goes off, fouling it right over the dugout of the Lady Coyotes. It's going to be a 1-2 count with 1 ball and 2 strikes. So we'll see what Hernandez can do here with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Castillo looking to strike her out for the first out of the 7th inning. Can it come right here? He's able to sneak past shortstop as Hernandez sends it straight to center field. And that is going to be out number 1. As up next to bat is going to be number 10, Natalie Ochoa. Hernandez could have center field, it went straight to her, didn't have to move an inch. And now here we are again. Castillo sends one, swing and a miss. It is going to be strike number 1 for Ochoa with 1 out and a runner on first. Second pitch, it's going to be out of the strike zone. It's going to be a 1-1 count now for Ochoa. Castillo. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here she goes with the next pitch. Out of the strike zone, it's going to be ball 2. In a row, 2-1 count. Ochoa. Past third, and the only thing past third is home plate, and that's what the Coyotes want to do here. The Lady Eagles have an opportunity to answer back with it. There's ball number 3, 1 more, and there'll be 2 runners on first and second for the Lady Coyotes. Up next to bat after this, after Ochoa, is going to be number 11, Miranda Flores. She's warming up, getting her little practice swings, trying to sync it with Castillo's pitches. She's going to be playing a very important role after this right here. There's strike number 2. So now Ochoa, a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner on first and 1 out. Castillo winds up the pitch. That one goes way out of the strike zone, and that walks Natalie Ochoa out of first base, so we have a runner on first and a runner on second with only 1 out to work with. And it is number 11 at the plate, Miranda Flores.
Now batting number 11, Miranda Flores.
There's Flores. And the Lady Coyotes talking some things over. There's the infield for the Lady Eagles talking some things over as well. They got some time to talk it over. Quick timeout here. No runners have been brought in. I keep repeating myself, but it is the truth. Still 0-0. The Lady Coyotes here looking for something to get this spark going very, very late in the game. Lady Eagles had 9 runs brought in last week against Wesco. Right now, they brought in none. Here's Flores. First pitch from Castillo. That one's low. That's going to be ball number 1. She's going to start off with a 1-0 count. Second pitch comes. That brings up a strike. So now a 1-1 count. One ball, one strike, one out. Runner on first and runner on second. The Lady Coyotes. Swing and a miss. That gives the Lady Coyotes and Miranda Flores strike number 2. We look back in the early innings, or in the middle of the innings, it was actually Miranda Flores who was the first girl to get on bases between both these teams. And there's the umpire giving her the signal to go back to the dugout as Castillo gets strike number 3 off. And now it's number 7, Janelli Rodriguez. Lady Coyotes want to go 1-0 in district play, and they can do it here. Rodriguez just needs to get a good hit off to advance. Number 19, Alanis, who's on second, at least to home plate. She gets it out to the outfield. And one of the outfielders miss it as she pops that one up. Third base misses it. And we got runners on first, second, and third for the Lady Coyotes. And in amazement, here's the instant replay as we're all base, couldn't get it to go, and you best believe that Alanis thought about advancing to home plate just to get a runner on, but that didn't happen. So here we are. Julissa Veloz up next. Loaded bases, 2 outs. She can get a grand slam here, or she can at least bring in 1 runner. She fouls that one off. She's going to start off